Whoa! Samsung showing off their Odyssey OLED G9 once again, this time at Computex. And guys, there's definitely a lot to get excited about, maybe too excited about this OLED G9. So for starters, it's gonna have a glossy screen, which, of course means it's gonna look way better than basically every single other matte finish display that's on the market. You'll actually be able to see what's on your screen rather than the refracted light being just completely smeared all over the screen. So it's actually gonna look good. So that's great. It's also a quantum dot OLED Generation 2 display, which means it should have far less issues with burn-in. There is a chance it could be up to 30% brighter, although that's not confirmed and it might end up not being that much brighter. We'll see. And of course, it's also going to feature a 240 Hz refresh rate. So for all of you Adderall snorting, G Fuel boofing pro gamers out there, you might start getting a little too excited and putting a hole in the bottom of your desk right now just thinking about this. But hold on there, cowboy. This thing might not be for you, especially if you're super into hardcore games, because yeah, it has 240 Hz refresh rate and it is OLED, meaning that yes, there is going to be very, very little ghosting, making it really, really good in motion, but it's a 32:9 display, and my God, who asked for this? Now listen, if you're into sim racing or flying or that sort of thing, you might really like this, but for the majority of gamers, I think 32:9 just isn't gonna be the right choice for you. So first of all, we're trading your resolution that you're actually gonna be staring at to get that ultra wide aspect ratio. Now, what am I talking about? Well, yeah, it's a lot of pixels in total, being 5120 by 1440, but your actual clarity is only as good as your vertical resolution and your horizontal resolution. So sure, it seems great and people might call this a 5K monitor, but let's be honest here, guys. It's not a 5K monitor, it's a 1440p monitor, and when you see the price, hoo boy, I don't think I'd want to pay that for a 1440p monitor, even if it is one of the best OLED 1440p monitors available. But first, let's get back to why 32:9 just is not a great resolution for most people, again, unless you're into sim racing or something like that. Well, 21:9 already has major issues with a lot of games, and people don't talk about this, but it's true. 21:9, there's a lot of games that allegedly support it, but in reality, the field of view is totally messed up on these displays. Now, there are some games that support it fantastically, and on those games it looks great, but there's still a lot of issues with 21:9. And if you thought 21:9 had its issues, just wait until you see these 32:9 displays. And not only that, guys, but to be honest with you, I'm just not a huge fan of 34-inch ultra-wide displays, so a super ultra-wide at 49 inches is kind of going to be a similar situation. I just think it's vertically too slim to really be as immersive as you might want a ultra-wide display to be. So there's my issues with the ultra-wide stuff, but even if you don't care about that, you are going to care about the price, because I was talking to the YouTuber Victor's Reality, and he got some inside information, and allegedly the OLED G9 is going to be $2,100. Yeah, that's a lot of cheese to be putting up for essentially a 1440p monitor. Sure, 5,000 pixels horizontally, but vertically 1440p, and that's all you're gonna get. So that's already, that's a lot to be asking for 1440p. Allegedly, it's gonna be releasing on June 26th, so it will be coming out soon. So like I said, guys, there's a lot to like about this display, but I think the majority of you out there are not gonna wanna drop $2,100 on a 1440p monitor in the year of our Lord. So I think that what we really should be waiting for here is, at a minimum for ultra-wide, 1600p, but realistically, I think 5120 by 2160 is the correct resolution, because now we're talking about true 4K ultra-wide. Now, there is a Neo G9 that is going to be 32:9, but 57 inches and 4K, true 4K ultra-wide, and that'll be probably clarity-wise a lot better in terms of the pixels. But guys, I had hands-on with both the OLED G9 and Neo G9, and the Neo G9, as far as I'm aware, still probably has a matte finish. So unless something's changed since CES, which I doubt, yeah, the Neo G9 is probably gonna be a matte finish. So I'm not like super excited for that one either, but hey, maybe there's a chance that the finish isn't that bad, and maybe the Neo G9 will be that fantastic ultra-wide monitor that you've been waiting for. Whether you're looking to connect a new console, gaming PC, or just need a fast and reliable HDMI cable to connect over long distances, RuPro has you covered with their RuPro 8K HDMI 2.1 fiber optic cable, available in sizes ranging from 3 to 165 feet, and can deliver a perfect full 48 gigabits per second connection over distances other cables could only dream of reaching. And with 48 gigabits per second of bandwidth, it can easily drive 8K at 60 FPS or 4K at 120 FPS HDR10 video through its ultra-thin, flexible, and durable housing, and it even supports eARC. So if you're in the market for a cable that can drive a beautiful new TV or monitor, be sure to check out RuPro on Amazon today.